Yo, what's good? It's K-Felon, K-Felon Beats. UpandComingRappers.net, Small World Publishing LLP, About That Life Records. And I just want to dispel a few myths in this video about the music industry, about some of your favorite artists and shit like that. I see a lot of people talking about how a lot of niggas is going platinum, double platinum, and triple platinum, and Drake done just broke a record or some shit like that. And the thing is, like, a lot of people don't understand like how album sales and shit like that. Oh, excuse me, like how all those are calculated. A lot of people don't understand how that shit actually works. You know what I'm saying? It's not like back in the day when, a motherfucker go platinum, you know what I'm saying, like 80s, 90s and shit. Like when motherfuckers went platinum, it was people that actually went into the stores that bought these albums and actually, had physical copies, and they could track over 1 million copies of the motherfuckers. But what we have today is the music is being tracked a little bit differently. All right, a lot of people don't realize how bad Napster fucked the music industry up. Let me turn my light on right quick. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have no idea the kind of damage that Napster did to the music industry, because with Napster, what you had is somebody who figured out how to get all this music for free and give it to people, and then LimeWire came into play. And if you in my age bracket, if you at least 25 and up, about LimeWire. You've fucked up so many computers because of LimeWire. You know what I'm saying? But how shit is done now is different. So and then there's things that artists don't understand about album sales. And so, of course, that the fans aren't going to understand a lot of shit about album sales. All right. So, before I go any further, I want to give a shout out to, as a matter of fact, I want to make sure I get her whole name right, so y'all can go ahead and look her up on Facebook. You know what I mean? She's a real cool sister. I want to give a shout out to Miss Tiffany Draper. You can look her up on Facebook, Tiffany Monique Draper. She posted a status earlier saying that a lot of labels, what they're doing nowadays is, or what they was doing years ago, was they were paying for a lot of views, YouTube views and followers. The same shit a lot of you motherfuckers is doing now, paying for these fake ass views, fake ass followers and shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand that these labels have, like, they really don't understand this internet shit. Like, they're still trying to wrap their heads around it, because it's fucked up a lot of their money. And now you got a influx of independent artists, a bunch of independent labels that are making good money on their own, and these labels are scrambling trying to find talent. That's why niggas like Lil Uzi Vert and Lil Yachty or Yachty, whatever the fuck that nigga name is. That's why these niggas exist, because the labels is trying to, make shit happen. So I want to explain a few things. First of all, a lot of artists don't realize that when you're signed to a label, right? And they put all of these things in your contract that they're going to deduct. One of the things they put in there for deductions that they're going to take away from you or penalize you for is packaging and putting your music into stores to be bought by fans. But what they don't tell you is that when these companies buy these albums, those count as album sales. They're not telling you that. You know what I'm saying? So let's say Walmart hits up Sony and say, yo, we want 1 million copies of such and such album. You know what I'm saying? or they hit up Cash Money and say, yo, or Universal and say, yo, we want 1 million copies of Lil Wayne's album, right? So what happens is that Universal will sell 1 million copies to Walmart. Those copies, those albums, they get scanned, the barcodes, all of that shit gets scanned. However, it doesn't officially become tracked until after Walmart puts it on display and it's actually being sold. But what the labels don't tell the artists is that when they sell those 1 million copies to Walmart, your album is actually certified platinum. Now, some contracts, depending on what type of artist you are, they will have stipulations saying if you sell this many amount of records, your royalty percentage will go up. You sell this many amount, your royalty percentage go up to this, and your advance go up to that. So they won't tell these artists, oh yeah, Walmart just bought 1 million copies of your album. Your album's actually certified platinum. They're not going to tell them that because they want to keep them in the red for as long as possible. You know what I'm saying? Because they recoup all of that money. Recording fees, packaging fees, a whole bunch of extra bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So what I wanna do is I wanna read something to y'all so y'all can understand a little bit more how this shit works nowadays, okay? Streaming is a big part of album sales. Okay? Streaming is a very, very intricate part of album sales today. Alright? So I just want to read this little paragraph here right quick. This is from the RIAA website. Let me look up the definition. I forgot offhand. Forgot offhand what it exactly stands for. The RIAA stands for Recording Industry Association of America. It's an organization that represents the music industry, the recording industry's intellectual property rights. So basically, this is the company that basically that tracks sales. You know what I'm saying? Like when your barcode gets scanned, or your stream, or your album gets downloaded, or your album gets streamed, or whatever. The companies will send the reports to RIAA so they can track it, calculate it, and then that's how they determine if you go gold, platinum, diamond, whatever. So on their website, in this little paragraph, it says, and I'm guessing it's this year. Yeah, it's this year. It says, okay, where the fuck is the paragraph at? I just had it. Shit. Okay, here we go. Says after, now this is, they've actually started doing this a couple years ago, but it's actually becoming more well known now. Says after a comprehensive analysis of a variety of factors, including streaming and download consumption patterns and historical impact on the program, and also consultation with the myriad of industry colleagues, the RIAA set the new album award formula of 1,500 on-demand audio and or video song streams equals 10 track sales, which equals 1 album sale. All right? So, it's quick math. I'm not a math genius. I fucking hated math. But it's just simple. If you get 1,500 song streams or video song streams, basically if your video gets played on YouTube, if you get 1,500 plays on YouTube, right, that equals 10 track sales, okay, which equates to 1 album sold. All right, so says also effective today, RIAA's digital single award ratio will be updated from 100 on-demand streams equals 1 download to 150 on-demand streams equals 1 download to reflect the enormous growth of streaming consumption in the 2+ years since the ratio was set. All right. So basically, when it comes to the digital single, like, singles, this is why Drake's, what the fuck is that? I think it's Controller. I fucking hate that song, but that's why his shit went that many times platinum. I think his shit had over like 880 million streams. So for those of y'all that love doing math, if you just calculate that single and I guess divided by 150, then you can calculate how much that is, and then you can tell how much he's actually sold. You know what I'm saying? And also, another thing these motherfuckers don't tell you is that a lot of these labels or different companies will buy a certain amount of albums just to get on the charts. So if a label has an artist that they're trying to get out there and they're trying to get them up on the charts, the label itself will buy a certain amount of copies to make sure that they're on the charts, and that way it'll start conversation, and that way people will start looking and saying, oh, they sold this many amount, this much amount, and blah 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 blah. And motherfuckers are like, oh, this nigga done went platinum and blah 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 blah. He's climbing up the charts. All of that bullshit. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all, you know what I'm saying, some bullshit for these motherfuckers to try to make it seem like these artists are really, really selling this much music, when in reality it's not that. The music isn't actually being sold, it's being streamed. Be honest with yourself. When the last time you went in a Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or any other store and bought a physical album? When was the last time you bought an album online? Like, especially if you a nigga. Niggas don't buy albums. Let's just keep this 100. Since Napster and LimeWire, niggas don't buy no fucking albums. Unless you really fuck with that artist and you really want to support them. You're not buying no albums, dog. You're going to wait for that shit to get on YouTube, and then you're going to download it from there, or you're just going to listen to it on YouTube or whatever. You're not buying no fucking albums, dog. Like, let's just be, you know what I'm saying? Let's just be fucking for real. Alright, so, I'm still on their site. And this is the gold and platinum certification criteria. All right. It says sales become eligible for certification. All right. So it says 30 days after the initial street date for albums or songs in physical product format, or at the initial release date for album songs in digital product format. So they'll start tracking your sales 30 days after your release date. So if your release date is Tuesday, right, then after 30 days of it being out on the market, that's when your shit will start getting tracked. All right. If you put it online, then they'll start tracking it basically once you put it up there. It says other sale requirements include export sales outside of the United States are not included in certification. So if you're making sales in Canada, Europe, whatever, they're being tracked by a different company. The US isn't really tracking that to certify it as platinum or gold or whatever. It says the requested label must separate PX sales from other accounts on sales sheets. I'm gonna have to look a little bit more into that. A lot of this shit is a little confusing. Pre-orders. Initial pre-orders of digital albums are not counted towards certification. Pre-orders only count towards certification after the album is released to the public and the consumer receives a copy of the digital album. Basically saying, if the label or if Walmart or whatever buys like 1 million copies, or this company wants a certain amount of copies of this album to distribute. Think about when Jay-Z dropped Magna Carta, and I think it was Sony that bought like 1 million copies of it. So they pre-ordered 1 million copies of it. So them albums, like Jay-Z's Magna Carta was platinum before it actually dropped, but it didn't start getting tracked until that first person actually bought or paid for a digital copy of it or physical copy of it or whatever. All right. So it says bundles and product packaging. I'm going to go through this quick. I'm going to try to keep this video to at least to 20 minutes. I don't want to keep y'all here too long. It says albums bundled with other products. Example, concert tickets, merchandise, and sold to consumers can be eligible under RIAA's Gold and Platinum program if they meet the following requirements. If they're sold at a minimum of $6 premium per album when compared to the standalone products price. Products bundled with 2 albums must be sold at a $12 premium. 3 must be sold at an $18 premium, etc., etc. This satisfies the existing dollar volume required of album certifications. accompanying products must be available for purchase separately. So if you're selling, let's say, an album, then it has to be at least $6. You have to sell it for at least $6 if it's by itself. If it's bundled with 2 albums, then you must sell it at $12. Whatever. This helps with pricing and all of that shit. All right. Club sales and club free goods may be included towards certification. Product shipped in retail, mail order, record clubs, TV marketing, and other ancillary markets are combined towards certified sales. All shipments to these accounts must be verified by the label. Promotional radio and press copies, cutouts, inventory sell-offs, and surplus sales are not included towards certification. All right. So club sales, free goods. That's a little bit much to go into to dissect right now. If you want to know a little bit more about it, I'll leave a link below and you can get this book. I know y'all seen this shit before. I've showed a lot of y'all this before in other videos. I'll leave a link in the video for you to get a copy of this. It explains free goods and all that shit to you. Alright, so moral of the story is this. Your favorite artist is really not selling as many records as you fucking think he is. A lot of it is already bought ahead of time. A lot of it is just streams because people might like the song. The streams equates to downloads, which downloads equates to basically an album sold. All right, so just remember these numbers and shit. Do a little bit of research on it. It's not hard. Just type in how are streams calculated, how are album sales calculated today. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll help you understand that you really don't need to be going out there trying to get all these CDs printed up when you can just get your shit distributed online and still go platinum. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I wanted to say, I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video. If you're looking for a distribution deal from a lot of these record labels, understand that they're only going out and buying fucking promo packages from certain companies that'll put your shit on like Spotify, iTunes, TuneCore, shit like that. That's all they're doing. How do I know? Because my business partner he's talking to a lot of A&Rs and people that work in the industry, and they tell him. One lady told him, yeah, a lot of artists will come to her and try to get distribution, and she'll charge them like $50 and then go buy like a $20 promo package or distribution package and get their shit put all over. You know what I'm saying? So these labels are cutting corners. They're doing the same shit a lot of these independent artists are doing because they really have no other way to do it. Nobody's really buying physical copies of CDs. All right. I just told my homie and I told my business partner, I'm like, yo, CDs gonna be dead in about 5 years. They're making cars. My car now didn't come with a CD player. Fuck my whole world up. I wasn't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? USB, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. We ain't even got no aux cord. Like, we ain't even got no aux plug-in. Just fucking crazy. You feel what I'm saying? But that when I seen that, I said, okay, now I see where the wave is going. The trend is basically going to online digital. This physical shit gonna be dead in a minute. You feel me? So I need y'all niggas to pay attention. All right, pay attention. Do a little bit of research. Get your shit together so you can understand how this game is being played nowadays. Understand that Drake ain't selling no fucking 4 million records. Niggas is just streaming one fucking song and it's making it go platinum. That's all y'all niggas need to know. All right. So with that said, if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. All my producers watching this, get your hands on the beat selling contracts bundle. You definitely need this in your life. I'm gonna be working on the work for hire contracts and the split sheets today that I'm gonna be adding. So all of those of you that have bought the contract bundle already, you will be getting an updated version with those 2 contracts added within the next day or 2. For those of you that would like information, a lot of in-depth shit, a lot of shit on how to really get your shit to the next level, I'm going to be doing something special for y'all since it's my birthday month. My birthday is in 13 days. My birthday is on Halloween. So for those of you that act now, I will be doing consultations for 50% off. Charge $50 initially. I'll do them for 25 all the way up until my birthday. This way you can get any questions you have, you can get those answered. I can give you step-by-step advice on how to start your own, basically your own label, and get your shit, get all of the back end shit that you need together, all of the paperwork, everything that you need to actually have your shit legitimately, you know, finished and ready to be put out there into the public. Because a lot of you niggas ain't ready. A lot of you niggas ain't got the shit that you need. Trust me on this, all right? If you ain't got no LLC together, if you ain't got your own publishing together, if you say you got a record label but you ain't got no articles of incorporation that's been paid for, you're not doing shit right. So for those of you that want more in-depth information, a lot of this shit that a lot of these niggas ain't revealing, hit me up, kfelon86@gmail.com. Book yourself a consultation, all right? With that said, follow me on social media. All my links is below. Twitter at K-Felon, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook at K-Felon Beats. And yeah, man, just get with me. I'll have the link in the description for that book. And yeah, man, I'd advise y'all to watch this video a couple times just to get a better understanding of this shit. Go do your own research. Don't take my word for it. I don't take anybody's word. I do my own fucking research. This is how I know this shit. This is how I know what the fuck is going on. Alright, so you motherfuckers be easy and quit playing with yourselves.